Chosen one, listen to me very carefully. Before you do anything else, I need you to just stop. Take one slow and deep breath right now. Your physical body feels incredibly heavy. Your shoulders carry a weight that you cannot explain to anyone. You are completely exhausted today, and every morning when you wake up, the heaviness is sitting on your chest before you even open your eyes. You push through the long day. You force a fake smile for them, but inside, you are barely holding on. You think you are just tired from working too hard. You might even think you are going crazy or falling into a deep depression. Society tells you to drink more coffee or get more sleep, but the true rest never comes, because this is not a medical issue. This is definitely not laziness. You are not losing your mind. What you are experiencing right now is a profound spiritual interruption. Heaven has deliberately pressed the pause button on your physical body. The intense fatigue you feel in your bones is a direct symptom of a massive spiritual upgrade. Your soul is undergoing a divine surgery. They want you to feel deeply ashamed of this exhaustion. The darkness wants you to believe you are failing in life. But I am here to tell you the absolute truth. You are completely protected by a higher power. The universe is forcing you to rest because your physical vessel is being rewired. You are being prepared to hold a frequency of wealth that would shatter your old self. Do not click away from this urgent message. This is not a random algorithm finding you today. This is a very specific divine interception. Archangel Michael has personally routed this frequency to your screen because you are at a critical breaking point. If you leave now, you will continue to suffer in total silence. You will keep blaming yourself for a divine process you do not understand. But if you stay with me, everything will finally make perfect sense. I am going to reveal the exact hidden mechanism behind your exhaustion. You need to understand why this extreme fatigue is actually the ultimate sign of your coming breakthrough. Your spiritual DNA is literally being restructured while you listen to my voice. The pain you feel is just the old energy leaving your body. Think about how many times you have forced yourself to keep going. You dragged your tired body through rooms full of people who constantly drained your light. You gave your pure energy away until your cup was completely empty. And now your wise spirit has stepped in to stop the bleeding. The fatigue is a hard boundary set by your soul. It is shutting down your access to toxic environments. Your body is demanding strict isolation. You might find yourself suddenly hating shallow small talk. The fake environments you used to tolerate now make you physically sick. This is happening because your energetic frequency is rising rapidly. Your aura is forcefully rejecting the lower vibrations of the people around you. They used to feed off your light, but heaven has cut the cord. This extreme tiredness is your spiritual armor locking into place. When you sleep at night, you are not just resting your eyes, you are fighting massive unseen battles in the astral realm. You are a powerful spiritual warrior. You are clearing generational trauma from your bloodline while your physical body rests in bed. No wonder you wake up feeling like you just ran a marathon. Do you feel that slight tightness in your chest right now? That is your pure intuition confirming every word I am speaking to you. Your soul knows this is the absolute truth. You have been begging for an answer during those long and silent nights. You ask the universe why everything feels so incredibly hard lately. This specific message is the direct answer to your midnight prayer. There is a brilliant secret mechanism hidden inside your daily exhaustion. It is a divine protocol designed to protect you from a dangerous trap you could not see. The ignorant people who call you lazy have no idea what it takes to carry the massive light you hold. They could not survive one single day in your spiritual shoes. Your spirit is carrying the heavy weight of breaking ancient curses. I need you to promise me something important right now. Do not let the enemy convince you to swipe away from this video. The dark forces are panicking in the unseen realm. They know that if you understand the true source of your fatigue, they will lose their grip on you forever. They are desperately trying to distract you. They want you to stay stuck in a cycle of endless exhaustion. But the painful cycle ends today. You are a true chosen one. You were specifically designed to master your reality, and you are never meant to be a victim of it. The divine wealth and the kingdom connections you were promised are already in motion, but your physical body must be carefully calibrated to receive them. The exhaustion is the calibration. The emptiness is creating the space for the miraculous. Listen closely to my next words. In a few short moments, I am going to explain exactly how this hidden mechanism works. I will show you why your desperate prayers seemed blocked for so long, and I will reveal the specific physical sign that proves your painful waiting season is officially over. You must hear this final piece of the puzzle. It will completely shift your energy and restore your power. Let us talk about the heavy guilt you carry every single day. You look around and see everyone else functioning so normally. They wake up and go to work and socialize without any problem. But for you, just getting out of bed feels like lifting a massive mountain. You sit there and silently judge yourself. You think you are falling behind in life. You whisper cruel words to your own tired soul. You call yourself lazy and unproductive and completely weak, but I need you to stop doing that right now. Take a deep breath and let my words wash over you. That crushing guilt does not belong to you. It was programmed into you by a society that only values people when they are working. They do not understand the secret life of a chosen one. They do not know what happens to you at night. Let us talk about those long and incredibly lonely nights. You suddenly jolt awake at 3 a.m. with your heart pounding in your chest. The house is completely dark and quiet, but your mind is racing with a million different thoughts. You toss and turn and beg for just one more hour of sleep, but the peaceful rest simply refuses to come. You are forced to lie there in the deafening silence. The doctors will tell you that you just have insomnia or bad anxiety. They will try to prescribe you pills to numb your racing mind. But that sudden waking is not a medical condition. Your spirit is being intentionally awakened by the divine realm. At 3 a.m., the veil between worlds is the absolute thinnest. Heaven is trying to download crucial information into your spiritual system. And what happens when you finally force yourself out into the world? Think about the last time you walked into a crowded room or a busy supermarket. Within 10 minutes, your energy completely dropped to the floor. The bright lights and the loud voices felt like physical blows to your tired body. You felt a desperate and sudden urge to run away and hide in your quiet and safe room. You are not antisocial or weird or completely broken. You are a highly sensitive empath with a powerful aura. When you walk into a public space, you are like a giant sponge walking through dirty water. You automatically absorb the hidden sadness and the unspoken rage of every stranger around you. No wonder you feel like you just survived a war zone after a simple trip to the grocery store. Your physical body is carrying the emotional baggage of hundreds of unhealed people. You bring their heavy shadows back home with you, and then you collapse on your couch and wonder why you have zero motivation to clean or work. Please hear me clearly today. The extreme exhaustion you feel is the heavy price of being a human energy filter. You are doing massive, unseen spiritual labor. It is time to completely release the shame you feel about needing so much rest. Your soul is demanding isolation because your aura needs time to repair its torn edges. The universe is actively pushing people away from you right now. You might feel lonely and abandoned by the friends who used to call you constantly. But this is not a cruel punishment for something you did wrong. This is strict divine isolation. The universe is protecting you from further spiritual damage. You are a rare soul who feels everything entirely too deeply. When you cry those sudden tears for no logical reason, you are actually releasing collective pain. You are crying for the brokenness of a world that refuses to heal itself. You are a brave warrior taking hits for the ignorant masses. You feel a strange tightness in your chest that never really goes away. Your brain feels foggy and confused when people demand quick answers from you. You used to be so sharp and fast and capable. People always relied on you to fix their problems and carry their heavy burdens. But now your own body is screaming at you to stop. The frustrating brain fog is actually a protective shield. It prevents you from overthinking the chaotic situations you cannot control. The universe literally slows your mental processing so you cannot fix other people anymore. You are forced to focus solely on your own survival and healing. That is why you feel so disconnected from the physical world lately. Your spirit is violently pulling your attention inward toward your own sacred heart. Every time you try to ignore this exhaustion and push forward, the universe knocks you down again. You might experience sudden headaches or an upset stomach right before meeting certain people. Your physical body is acting as a highly advanced danger alarm. It is screaming at you to avoid the toxic situations that lower your sacred frequency. You must start trusting these painful physical signs. They are the direct language of your powerful guardian angels. They are telling you that your current environment is spiritually toxic. You have completely outgrown the old spaces and the old conversations. You are suffocating in a room that was always meant to be temporary. The extreme fatigue is simply the absolute lack of oxygen for your expanding soul. Take a deep breath right now. Do not let anyone make you feel guilty for resting your tired bones. Your quiet time is a sacred and entirely necessary boundary. But before I can show you the secret mechanism of your coming breakthrough, we have to look back. We have to address the exact reason why your energy cup got so dangerously empty in the first place. Listen closely to this next part, because it changes everything. Let us uncover the painful truth about your past relationships. You have spent years wondering why you always attract such difficult and draining people. You gave them your entire heart, and they handed you back pure chaos. You tried so hard to be the peacemaker and the gentle healer, but they only rewarded your kindness with bitter betrayal and cruel silence. You blamed yourself constantly. You analyzed every conversation and every terrible fight. You wondered what you could have done differently to make them stay. But I need you to hear this loud and clear right now. The betrayal was never your fault. You did not attract toxic people because you were broken or foolish. You attracted them because you were incredibly bright. You were a blinding beacon of pure light in their dark world. The narcissists and the emotional manipulators did not stumble into your life by accident. They possess a dark radar for pure and deeply empathetic souls. They saw your endless capacity for love, and they specifically targeted you. They knew you would listen to their endless complaints and wipe their fake tears. They realized you would lower your own standards just to keep the fragile peace. You essentially became a massive human power station for their dark energy. Every time they felt insecure or angry, they would deliberately provoke you. They would start a confusing argument just to watch you desperately try to fix it. And in that exact moment of your panic, they stole your vital life force. They walked away feeling calm and powerful while you were left shaking and empty. This is the exact reason your physical body is completely failing you now. You spent decades acting as a toxic waste filter for people who refuse to heal themselves. You processed their deep trauma through your own nervous system. You took their heavy shadows and desperately tried to transform them into glorious light. But you cannot love the darkness out of a person who enjoys the shadows. You thought your unconditional love would finally change them. You believed that if you just suffered a little bit more, they would eventually see your true value. But a parasite does not appreciate the host it is actively destroying. They simply consume until there is absolutely nothing left to take from you. And when your energy cup finally ran dry, they looked at you with total disgust. They cruelly discarded you and acted like you were the crazy one. They painted you as the villain in a story where you were actually the absolute victim. The sudden silence from them felt like a sharp knife straight to your chest. You cried on your bedroom floor and begged the universe to bring them back. But that painful separation was actually a beautiful and necessary divine rescue mission. The universe had to forcibly remove those vampires from your timeline. God saw that you were never going to walk away on your own. You were far too loyal to people who secretly hated your limitless potential. So, heaven allowed the painful betrayal to finally happen. The grand illusion had to be brutally shattered so you could see their true nature. The trash literally took itself out of your house. Stop mourning the loss of people who were actively poisoning your sweet spirit. Their sudden departure was not a harsh rejection of your true worth. It was a massive divine upgrade, beautifully disguised as a devastating heartbreak. You were meant to walk this next glorious chapter completely unburdened. You cannot carry the heavy weight of a narcissist into your wealthy new kingdom. Your past is not a long string of embarrassing failures and bad choices. Your past is a rigorous and highly effective spiritual training camp. The universe used those toxic people to teach you the most important lesson of your entire life. You finally learned how to build walls of absolute steel around your precious energy. You transformed from a bleeding empath into a powerful spiritual warrior. You are no longer the frightened victim who constantly begs to be understood. You have survived the absolute darkest storm completely alone, and now you realize that you were actually the storm all along. The quiet authority you carry today was forged in the hot fire of their betrayal. You learned exactly how to protect your frequency, and that is the exact moment you became a dangerous weapon of light. They thought they completely destroyed you when they walked away, but they only accidentally activated your highest and most powerful spiritual timeline. Every single tear you cried watered the seeds of your coming financial and spiritual harvest. You paid the extremely heavy price in the dark, and now you are about to be massively rewarded in the blinding light. The tables are turning for you. If you feel this profound truth resonating deep inside your weary bones, I need you to do something right now. Tap the like button immediately as a powerful act of agreement. Press it to officially declare that you are done carrying everyone else's heavy energy. This small physical action sets a new, unbreakable boundary in the spiritual realm. Take a deep breath and let the healing finally begin. You must understand the brilliant architecture of your own soul. Your physical body is not betraying you by shutting down completely. It is actually executing a highly advanced spiritual protocol. When you refuse to cut the energetic cords with toxic people, your higher self takes absolute control. It forcefully unplugs you from the chaotic matrix you were drowning in. Your conscious mind is often too polite and too forgiving. You will constantly make excuses for the people who deeply mistreat you. You will convince yourself that they are just having a really bad day. But your soul sees the absolute truth behind their fake smiles and empty words. Because your soul knows exactly how much damage they are causing, it triggers an emergency shutdown. Think of your body as a highly sensitive electrical grid. When too many foreign appliances are plugged into your personal outlets, the system dangerously overheats. The narcissists and the emotional vampires are those extremely heavy appliances. They draw massive amounts of your precious power just to function daily, so your wise spirit simply trips the main circuit breaker. That is the exact hidden mechanism behind your sudden exhaustion. You are physically forced into your bed, so you cannot serve them anymore. The extreme fatigue literally physically paralyzes your old people-pleasing tendencies. You cannot answer their frantic phone calls when you are entirely too tired to speak. You cannot run to their rescue when your tired legs simply refuse to move. This forced isolation is the ultimate divine intervention for a chosen one. Heaven knows you are far too compassionate for your own good. The universe strips away your excess energy so you can only sustain yourself. It is a brilliant strategy to starve the parasites that forcefully attach to your pure aura. When they realize the free energy buffet is closed, they finally leave. And this is exactly what you have been experiencing lately. You sit in your quiet room and feel completely useless to the busy world. But in the spiritual realm, you are currently undergoing a massive and violent detoxification. The invisible cords that connected you to your toxic past are violently snapping. Your aura is rapidly repairing the dark holes where your light used to leak out. You are not resting just to recover from a long work week. You are resting to completely reset your entire base frequency. The old version of your physical body ran on stress and deep anxiety and fear, but the new version requires absolute stillness to properly install the divine upgrade. The universe is downloading the complex blueprints for your incoming wealth and massive purpose. A massive structural change like this requires all your internal power. The painful physical symptoms are simply the messy byproducts of this profound spiritual surgery. Your nervous system is being completely rewired to handle a much higher voltage of light. If you tried to maintain your old chaotic lifestyle during this process, your physical vessel would entirely shatter. That is why the divine realm commands you to stay entirely still. The extreme tiredness is the heavy lead apron they put on you during an X-ray. It protects your vital organs while the intense spiritual radiation burns away your trauma. You are completely safe, and you are protected, and you are exactly where you need to be. Do not fight this sacred healing process for one more minute. Let the heavy exhaustion pin you to your quiet bed if it must. Stop apologizing to the world for needing a long break from its loud madness. You are a master of reality, currently undergoing an intense period of spiritual maintenance. Type 111 in the comments if your intuition is confirming this truth deep in your bones. Claim this divine isolation as your ultimate armor right now. There is a profound and ancient beauty in this quiet breaking point. You are finally learning how to choose yourself over everyone else. For decades, you placed your own needs at the very bottom of the long list. You foolishly believed that sacrificing your physical health was a noble badge of honor. But heaven is breaking that toxic generational curse through your severe exhaustion today. You are the designated cycle breaker of your entire bloodline. The ancestors are watching you finally put an end to the endless and bitter suffering. Because you are brave enough to rest, future generations will never have to bleed. They will inherit the quiet authority and the immense wealth you are building in the dark. Your sleep is a powerful and deliberate act of spiritual rebellion. Every time you say no to an invitation because you are tired, you win. You are successfully building the firm boundaries you should have had many years ago. The people who truly love you will completely understand your need to retreat. The ones who get angry were only using you for your bright energy anyway. Let their selfish anger be the loud confirmation that you are doing the right thing. So the next time you feel the heavy weight pressing on your tired chest, simply smile. Acknowledge the brilliant protective mechanism of your own weary soul. You are not a broken machine that needs to be quickly fixed by a doctor. You are a sacred temple that has firmly closed its heavy doors for deep renovation. The divine wealth cannot enter a house that is filled with toxic clutter. But there is a massive and fatal trap waiting for you in this exhaustion. The darkness knows exactly how incredibly vulnerable you are right now. While heaven is trying to upgrade you, the enemy is plotting a desperate and quiet counterattack. I must warn you about the specific illusion they are creating to steal your incoming miracle. Listen closely, because this could save your spiritual life. The dark forces cannot stop the divine upgrade that heaven has officially ordered, but they can definitely try to make you voluntarily walk away from it. They use your extreme physical fatigue as a psychological weapon against your tired mind. They whisper vicious lies into your ear when you are far too tired to fight back. They desperately want you to believe that this exhaustion is a permanent curse. They will send dark, negative thoughts to convince you that you are entirely worthless. They want you to look at your resting body and feel intense and heavy shame. The enemy hopes you will break your sacred isolation just to prove you are not lazy, because the moment you rush back into the toxic world, the divine upgrade completely stops. Your healing is instantly aborted by your own sudden panic. You must recognize the pure manipulation hidden in these dark and subtle whispers. The demons of doubt are terrified of what you are about to finally become. They know that a fully rested and upgraded chosen one is a massive spiritual threat. Once you step into your master identity, you will be completely untouchable to them forever. So they are trying to break you right before the glorious dawn finally breaks. Have you noticed the sudden return of old annoying problems lately? Right when you decided to rest, a financial crisis suddenly appeared out of absolutely nowhere. Or maybe a toxic person mysteriously reached out just to check on your current well-being. This is not a random coincidence, and it is certainly not just bad luck. This is a highly coordinated spiritual attack designed to drain your last drop of energy. The dark realm creates artificial chaos to pull you out of your safe cocoon. They desperately need you to react with deep fear and uncontrollable anxiety. They know that fear creates a thick static that blocks the clear voice of your angels. If they can keep you terrified, they can keep you completely trapped in the survival matrix forever. But you are far too smart to fall for this cheap trick today. You must look at their pathetic attempts with quiet and absolute authority. When the sudden chaos hits your life, you do not have to rush to fix it. You can simply sit still and watch the weak illusion crumble before your very eyes. Your pure silence is a devastating weapon that the enemy does not know how to fight. They expect you to panic, but your deep peace will completely destroy them. Do not let them rush you into making frantic decisions out of pure exhaustion. If a situation demands an immediate and panicked response, it is usually a dangerous trap. The universe does not operate in frantic emergencies and desperate ultimatums. Divine timing is always incredibly peaceful and steady and perfectly clear. Anything that steals your peace is simply a noisy distraction from the shadows. They want you to quit right on the edge of your massive breakthrough. The spiritual warfare is always the most violent right before the final victory is declared. The extreme heaviness in the air is absolute proof that your miracle is terrifyingly close. The enemy is throwing everything they have at you because their time is rapidly running out. They are fighting a desperate war they have already lost completely. This brings us to the fatal trap I warned you about at the very beginning. The enemy will use a very specific tactic when you are at your absolute weakest point. They will send a counterfeit person disguised as a gentle friend or a loving partner. This person will pretend to care about your exhaustion and offer you fake comfort, but their true mission is to siphon the remaining light from your precious soul. This counterfeit connection will reach out exactly when you feel the most lonely and isolated. They will say all the right words to make you drop your heavy and protective armor, but the moment you let them in, the chaotic and painful drama will instantly resume. This is the ultimate test of the firm boundaries you just learned to build in the dark. You must recognize the hungry wolf hiding comfortably in the sheep clothing. The trap is the sudden appearance of a toxic counterfeit from your painful past. They playfully reach out right when your real blessing is standing directly at the door. Do not reply to their empty messages, and do not answer their frantic phone calls. That sudden urge to help them is just the old trauma bond desperately trying to survive. Let the phone ring and let them fade back into the dark where they belong. You are the master of your reality, and you control who enters your sacred space. The exhaustion is your heavy shield, and your intuition is your sharpest and most deadly sword. You have successfully navigated the darkest night of your entire soul completely alone. The enemy threw their best weapons at you, and you are still standing quietly in your power. Prepare yourself, because the massive shift is happening right now. Why does the universe force you to pay such a heavy price with your physical health? You feel completely broken and entirely useless right now, but the glorious truth is entirely different from what you believe. Your sudden exhaustion is a massive divine download. You are actively receiving the highly complex codes for your new prosperous timeline. Think of your physical body as an older computer system. You are currently trying to install a massive software update from the heavenly realms. The entire system must completely shut down to process the heavy new code. Your intense daily fatigue is simply the loading screen of your spiritual upgrade. You cannot rush this highly delicate process. The universe is sending you a brand new frequency of wealth and absolute abundance. But your old nervous system was strictly wired for deep poverty and constant survival. It simply cannot hold the new and powerful electricity. Your body is physically vibrating at a completely different speed now. The deep aches in your heavy bones are actual growing pains. If heaven poured millions of dollars into your lap right now, your current nervous system would completely fry. You would panic and accidentally destroy the massive blessing. The crushing exhaustion is the physical rewiring of your internal circuits. You are literally expanding your energetic capacity in the total darkness of your quiet bedroom. This is the beautiful sign that your miracle has officially arrived. You are actively downloading the capacity to hold massive generational wealth without breaking. Every time you sleep deeply, a new strand of your spiritual DNA is powerfully illuminated. You are shedding the heavy poverty mindset of your ancestors with every single breath you take. You are not getting older, and you are certainly not getting weaker. You are becoming significantly lighter and infinitely more powerful. The heavy feeling in your chest is just the gravity of your old reality finally leaving your sacred orbit. You are completely detaching from the painful matrix of endless struggle and heavy earthly burdens. Your spirit is aggressively purging the dark programming of your painful childhood. The exhaustion hits you the hardest when you try to return to your old, comfortable habits. Heaven will literally make you feel sick if you try to shrink yourself down again. You are being forced to stand tall in your massive divine purpose. The deep tiredness is actually a strict cosmic boundary line. It violently separates the old version of you from the wealthy new master you are becoming. Every nap you take and every invitation you boldly decline is a massive spiritual victory. You are choosing your own sacred energy over the demanding noise of a completely lost world. And before this message ends, you will understand exactly why everything had to happen this painful way. The suffering was never a cruel punishment from a distant god. The universe was fiercely protecting your massive future empire. Your old physical body simply could not endure the intense current of the new prosperity you are about to inherit. It had to be gently broken down in the quiet silence so it could be beautifully rebuilt in absolute glory. That is the profound answer to your painful midnight questions. You suffered intensely because you were specially chosen. You were assigned to carry a heavy weight of divine glory that no one else in your bloodline could possibly ever lift. Your extreme exhaustion is the absolute physical proof that the wealth transfer has officially begun. The massive spiritual wealth is already securely sitting in your heavenly bank account. Now your physical body is just rapidly catching up to the beautiful new reality. You are witnessing the physical manifestation of a profound spiritual upgrade. The old toxic world is completely fading away while you simply rest your tired eyes. You are actively waking up in a brand new and vibrant dimension. The people who used to trigger your deep anxiety cannot even reach your new high frequency. You are floating entirely above their petty drama and their endless chaotic noise. You are completely safe now. Do not let the heavy physical symptoms frighten your tender heart anymore. Welcome the deep sleep and openly celebrate the quiet and lonely isolation. They are the beautiful and undeniable signs of your incoming victory. Your tired body is doing exactly what it was divinely designed to do. Breathe into this truth and let your tired muscles finally relax. This brings us to the ultimate revelation of your entire journey. The mechanism that blocked your prayers for years was never your lack of faith. It was the constant hum of survival beta waves running through your exhausted brain. And today, that panicked signal is officially being overridden by the divine realm. Your rest is your ultimate rescue. This is the exact moment everything completely changes for your beautiful soul. The hidden mechanism that caused your intense exhaustion is finally revealed today. It was the total restructuring of your spiritual DNA to receive your massive divine assignment. You thought you were helpless and weak as you lay quietly in your dark bedroom. But your deliberate rest is actually a terrifying weapon of mass spiritual destruction. While you peacefully sleep, your expanding energy is actively dismantling the dark matrix around you. You are no longer the exhausted empath who foolishly drained yourself to keep everyone else warm. The hot crucible of this forced rest has permanently changed you. It has forged you into something else entirely. You are a completely new and dangerous creation today. You have beautifully transformed into the untouchable master of your reality. Your pure silence and your deliberate rest are now deadly weapons that absolutely terrify the dark forces. You do not have to physically fight your enemies anymore. Your mere presence on this earth demands absolute respect without a single word being spoken. The narcissists and the emotional vampires cannot even look directly at your blinding new frequency. They physically retreat into the shadows when you boldly enter the room. The divine wealth you were promised is flowing effortlessly into your new timeline right now. The heavy doors that were cruelly slammed in your face are being violently blown off their hinges. You are confidently stepping into absolute and total victory. Can you feel that massive, energetic shift in your spirit right this very second? That beautiful feeling is the glorious frequency of total liberation washing over your tired bones. You have officially passed the most difficult test of your entire spiritual existence. You endured the crushing isolation and you survived the bitter and cruel betrayal. You trusted the dark and confusing process even when it physically hurt your weary body. And heaven is immensely proud of your quiet and beautiful endurance today. The painful waiting season is completely over. The dry and lonely desert you walked through has suddenly burst into a massive oasis of divine favor. You are stepping into the exact timeline you were born to. Absolutely rule. The universe is joyfully handing you the golden keys to your brand new wealthy kingdom. The struggle is finally finished. You are officially stepping out of the painful survival mode and entering pure creation mode. You no longer react to the chaos of the world with deep fear and heavy anxiety. You calmly observe the frantic illusions around you with the quiet authority of a true king. Your nervous system is finally resting in the sweet arms of divine safety. Every single tear you cried in the dark has been completely vindicated by heaven today. The universe kept a meticulous record of every time you chose kindness over bitter revenge. Your massive reward is not just spiritual peace, but tangible, earthly abundance. The physical reality is rapidly shifting to match the incredible beauty of your healed soul. You are a walking miracle and a highly dangerous weapon of pure blazing light. The people who doubted you are going to watch in absolute shock as you violently rise to the very top. But you will not even care about their petty opinions anymore. Your vision is entirely locked onto the glorious kingdom assignment that God has specifically handed to you. You are the designated cycle breaker and the powerful spiritual warrior. You are the incredibly rare soul who bravely survived the raging storm completely alone. And here is the beautiful truth you waited so many years to finally hear. The real reason they walked away was never because your personal frequency was too low or completely broken. It was because your divine light was entirely too blinding for their comfortable dark shadows. That was the hidden protection protocol working perfectly in your favor all along. The grand mechanism of your extreme exhaustion was simply God actively clearing the crowded room. You desperately needed the empty space to receive the massive incoming blessing. The pitch-black darkness has officially retreated behind you forever. The bright dawn of your new wealthy era is shining its brightest rays onto your spiritual crown. You are finally ready to take your rightful throne and rule your new, beautiful reality. Your physical body is fully upgraded, and your precious soul is completely restored. But before we cross the final finish line together, you must secure this massive blessing. You must perform a deliberate physical act to lock this glorious frequency into your earthly reality. The enemy will try to steal this peace the moment you turn off this message. Prepare your heart for this final sacred seal of absolute divine protection. You are now completely awake and fully activated in your new divine timeline. The heavy exhaustion has successfully completed its sacred work in your physical body, and you are no longer a tired victim crying alone in the dark. You are a radiant master of reality, walking in absolute authority. The spiritual upgrade is officially complete, and you are finally free. But you must actively protect this beautiful new frequency right now. The dark forces will attempt to attack you the moment this video completely ends. They desperately want you to close this screen and return to your old forgetful habits, because they hope you will simply brush this message off as a random internet coincidence. They want you weak and tired. You must not let that happen under any circumstances. This is a very real spiritual transaction happening between you and the divine realm today. You have to physically anchor this massive energy into the earthly dimension. If you just walk away passively, the protective shield remains entirely open, and you must permanently close the spiritual door on your enemies. Heaven requires a deliberate act of bold obedience from you today. You must make a physical declaration that you are ready to hold this wealth. The universe is watching your exact response in this very critical second. Will you boldly claim your royal inheritance, or will you quietly fade away into the shadows? I know you are finally ready to rule. I want you to place your hand over your tired chest right now. Feel the steady rhythm of your beautiful and resilient beating heart. That strong heartbeat is the sacred drum of your victorious new spiritual empire, and you have survived every single thing sent to completely destroy you. Type 111 down in the comments below to seal this glorious reality forever. Type the words "I am ready" to lock in your supreme divine protection. When you type those bold words, you are drawing a thick line in the spiritual sand. You are publicly serving a final notice to the toxic narcissists and the dark entities. You are loudly telling them that your sacred energy is entirely off limits from this day forward. Next, you must establish a permanent energy receiving station for your soul. Hit the subscribe button right now to firmly anchor yourself to this high frequency. When you subscribe, you are building an invisible energy shield around your daily life, and you are telling heaven that you are hungry for more divine strategy and absolute spiritual power. This channel is a sacred sanctuary, specifically built for the rare chosen ones. We are gathering an untouchable army of spiritual warriors from all across the globe. By joining this powerful tribe, you multiply your own strength 1,000 times over, and you will never have to fight the heavy darkness completely alone ever again. The isolation phase is officially over. But there is one final and crucial step to fully activate your coming prosperity. If this fiery message has reignited the dying faith inside your tired soul, do not hide it. You cannot hoard this massive divine blessing all to yourself. There is another chosen one out there bleeding in the cold dark of total despair, and they need your bright light today. They are crying in their bed right now, just like you did yesterday. They think they are losing their mind from the extreme and heavy exhaustion. They desperately need a guiding light to show them the absolute truth about their pain. You possess the exact divine key to unlock their heavy spiritual chains today. You must be their brave messenger. Share this specific message with someone who deeply needs to hear it. Sowing the seed of bright hope today is multiplying the massive blessing for yourself tomorrow. When you rescue another tired soul, the universe immediately elevates your own royal status, because the divine wealth always flows effortlessly to those who generously pour it out to others. Do not let this critical moment pass you by without taking deliberate action. Take the swift physical steps to solidify your ultimate breakthrough right now. Subscribe to the channel and share this truth like a sharp sword cutting through the dark. Your physical compliance is the ultimate key that officially unlocks the heavy golden gates of heaven. You have fought the hardest battles, and you carry the deepest and most painful scars. But those heavy scars are turning into brilliant gold right before my very eyes. Rest your weary body tonight with a perfectly clear and peaceful mind. You are completely safe, and you are divinely protected, and you are fiercely loved by the Creator. The exhausted and broken empath is completely dead and gone forever. The powerful cycle breaker has officially taken the heavy and glorious generational crown. Welcome to your beautiful new reality as the absolute master of your own destiny. I will see you on the wealthy side of this massive spiritual shift. Stand tall and always shine your beautiful light.